Good morning, U15 Major Moose hockey fans, and welcome to the LBR in St. John, New Brunswick, as the U15 Major Northern Moose are getting set to do battle here with the hometown KV Kings. I believe we're going to have the national anthem here before we get started. Teams have made their way out on the ice. Officials are set to go. Teams getting their helmets off, so we will break away here for the national anthem.
Remember the guy in Montreal when they played no Canada, he would take a bet off? His wife was giving him hell.
So we are just about set for puck drop. A couple of injuries still on the horizon here for the Moose, as Marc-Antoine Foulem still on the shelf. Our backup goaltender for today is nowhere to be found, so we're hoping goalie Cooper Burns can man the fort. And down to my left is Ben White in goal for the Kings. Felix Hashi to take the draw. And the Kings gather it up. That's Bizo. Puck's worked up through the neutral zone there for the Kings. It's flipped in on goal. Goalie Burns steers it to the corner. And it's rimmed around the far side. Manderville will be first to it. Manderville, he's bumped along the wall. And held in at the line there by the Kings. That's Bellamy, rimmed it in. Hudson Sisk up the wall. That's intercepted though. Manderville now though strips it off the stick on the far side, makes his way up, spins away and heads off on a change. Intercepted there in the slot by Ethan Carroll. Backhand by Driscoll. Just rolled wide of goalie White. White's made that initial save. Again, names on the back of, like yesterday, hard to make out from up here from my vantage point. For the Kings, it'll take some time to get their names down. That's chipped away into the neutral zone. Alexi Stewart back. He runs Livingston out of room. And Alexi Stewart now, outlet pass there. That's to Loic Landry. Landry up the wall to Carroll. Looks like Ethan Carroll doing some duty up front. So that was a high stick call, which will bring a face-off to the blocker side of goalie Burns. So the other injury in our lineup, Mo Landry, out with a wrist injury. Speaking with Mo yesterday, he's hoping to be back in the lineup for next weekend for our final two regular season games. So we're hoping he can get himself back into game shape this week. Here's Dunlap now. Dunlap goes cross ice. Snap towards goalie Burns. That was deflected. He had to be sharp there and make a nice save. LeClaire now. LeClaire walks out in front of his own net dangerously, and it's stripped off his stick there by the Kings. Alexi Stewart battling his man behind the wall. Two Kings there, and away comes back to Dunlap. Dunlap tries to find a shooting lane. He walks past Driscoll. Shot! Doesn't make its way through. I believe that hit Lewick Landry in front of goalie Burns. Here's Dunlap. Now Dunlap under pressure from Driscoll. Driscoll, good job to rub his man out in the corner there. Now the Kings head up ice. Shot steered away by Burns into the corner. Dunlap picks it up. Puts it into the skates there. Hudson Sisk now grabs it. That's Will Godfrey battling over there. Will back on the blue line for today. Played a game up front for the Moose yesterday to help with some injury issues. And now away comes Mathis LeBlanc. Mathis LeBlanc, good job by McCormick to drag the back leg and stay onside. LeBlanc in there, knocks his man down. McCormick back to the point. Here's Hudson Sisk, shot right through, and goalie Ben White holds on. Sisk was in the lineup last night for the U18 Major Moose as he did double duty yesterday. Played here for the Major Moose U15 and then jumped in his vehicle and headed to Moncton. U18 lost a heartbreaking 6-5 decision on the road last night in Moncton. Back in action this afternoon up in Bathurst for game 2 of that first 8-point series. And away comes the Kings. That's Burns. Shovels it across ice. Try to center it. Good job by Trask as he blocked that centering attempt. Landry now with it. Landry, long stretch pass. That's intercepted though at the red line by the Kings. Trask. He's bumped there at the blue line. Cross ice. That's Campbell. Nice save there by Burns. Here comes Josh Stewart down the left side. Stewart looking. Tried to center it. And now up ice come the Kings. Dump it into Moose territory. Make some changes. Sisk back there now. He's under pressure. Good job. That's Felix Hash. He stripped of the puck over there. Vanderbilt bumps his man to the ice. I believe that was Bellamy. Roughed up there by Manderville. Alexi Stewart hits Felix Hashi. And the Kings Bezo fires at the length of the ice, and that'll go for an icing. So the Moose were on this same ice surface yesterday where they skated away with a 7-0 victory over the hometown Port City Sharks. Not quite the same start here for the Moose. They don't have the legs they had yesterday. Hopefully they can get some jump in their step here and get back up to the way they played yesterday as they were all over Port City for the better part of that game. Here's Alexi Stewart now. Alexi Stewart dumps it ahead where Ethan Carroll tried to chip it in, but it's picked up there now by the Kings. Good defensive play by Sisk as he knocked that off the stick of Livingston. Sisk being chased there by Livingston. He'll head up ice. Hudson Sisk now gains the red line, dumps it into Moose territory, or correction, into Kings territory where he's met by Dunlap at the blue line. And now Dunlap, cross ice. Good play there by Trask to get a stick on that. Ethan Carroll flips it ahead for Lewick LeClaire. Lewick LeClaire now chased down where Jesse Dunlap will scoop it up and head up ice. Dunlap stretched it out for Lyons. Lyons will dump it down into Moose territory. Trask picks it up. He's under some pressure there from that's Jesse Travis, tried to work it out. Nice outlet pass there. Hits the skates of LeBlanc. Godfrey working along the wall. J.P. McCormick first to pick it up there. Shovels it across here for Gavin Trask. Gavin Trask out the far side. One touch there from Godfrey to LeBlanc. Moose having some trouble getting the puck organized here in their own zone this morning. Certainly do not look like the same team we saw here yesterday. Hashie, Stewart, and Vanderbilt come over the boards. That line was very dangerous yesterday. Hopefully they can get some things going here this morning. Get their legs under them. Controlled by the Kings. Back to Dunlap. Dunlap. He goes cross ice. Shot there. That was Bezo. Kicked away by Burns. Bezo now walks the line over to Dunlap. Dunlap being watched there by Josh Stewart. Dunlap looking for a shooting lane. Can't find one. Bezo back to Dunlap. Dunlap shot deflected by Josh Stewart into the corner. Good stick there by the Moose to keep those shots away. Here comes Hashie. Hashie gains some speed over to Stewart. Stewart steps it ahead there for Hashie. Just out of his reach as he couldn't get a stick on that one as Dunlap stepped up in the play. Now away come the Kings. Down that far side, Vanderbilt bumps his man into the linesman. Down goes the linesman. Hopefully he's all right over there. Stewart now one touch for Hashie. Hashie sidesteps the forecheck. Hashie works his way around Dunlap. Hashie to Vanderbilt. Scores! Nice play there by Felix Hashie. He drew the defender over to him and slid it across for Garland Vanderbilt. And just as I was saying, that line did a lot of damage for the Moose yesterday. And they get the Moose on the scoreboard first again here today. 12:46 to play in the opening period. Moose now with a 1-0 lead over the hometown KV Kings. Hashie will stay out there for the Moose. Face-off controlled. That's McKinnon. It's back here now. Josh Stewart in a foot race with Lyons. Out comes White to shovel it ahead there for his teammate Lyons. Lyons banks it off the wall. Now up ice come the Kings. Cross ice for Lyons. Lyons is centering pass. That was Stewart got a stick on that one. Livingston will chip it in behind. Burns has it here. Nice stick there by Gavin Trask. He'll put some pressure on McKinnon. McKinnon will chop it into Moose territory, and both teams make some changes. Long stretch pass by Sisk. Driscoll's offside. He's got to spin back out and tag up. Carroll tried to hold it in. He was offside. Sisk gets a stick on that long lead pass. Dunlap meets Sisk at the blue line. Once again, the linesman gets tangled up. Dunlap headmans it. Picked up there by Lyons. Lyons tries to back pass to Dunlap. And got shot by Lyons. I don't know if it made its way through to Burns or not, but ended up in the corner. LeClaire. Outlets. Ethan Carroll. Long stretch pass for Driscoll. Almost sent him in all alone. Nice look there from Ethan Carroll just out of the reach of Driscoll. That shot's fired wide. Will rim all the way around. Driscoll will find his man Campbell along the wall and bump him. Nice move there by... That was Blanchard. Flipped ahead. Nice play. Just out of the reach of Jesse Travis. Travis... He's got to spin away from the check of Dow. Right in the slot. One time there by McCormick. Didn't make its way through to goalie White, though, as McCormick was busting down through that slot area and tried to one-time one. Here's Campbell now rubbing along the wall there with Godfrey. Godfrey and Campbell. Someone's neck guard is off. And that's Campbell. He's got to head off. Here's Dunlap now. Dunlap. Smooth skating defenseman for the Kings. Slides it out in the slot. And that shot's turned away, but held in at the line. Nice play there by Bezo to hold that in to Moose territory. Alexi Stewart will pick it up. Alexi Stewart, long, tries to get it out, at least gets it to the neutral zone. Picked up by Cameron. Cameron, he'll spin away from the forecheck of Travis. Good job there by Jesse Travis, in on the forecheck for the Moose. He'll try and finish his change now. Cross ice. Along the wall here, that's McKinnon. McKinnon, that's going to be offside as Reardon stick handled it at the blue line, and his teammate ended up offside on the far side. 9:22 to go in period number 1. Moose with a 1-0 lead. Erskine and Hashi to take the draw. Back to get it will be Alexi Stewart. He's under pressure from Erskine. Gavin Trask will pick it up. He'll bank it back behind the net for Alexi Stewart. Alexi Stewart, nice look there for Hashi. Hashi with some speed, trying to get outside. Still has it on his stick. Stripped though there by Brady Burns. And now it's up ice, out of the reach. Rimmed around here on the near side. Intercepted in the slot by Hashi. Now Josh Stewart has it. Stewart on the backhand. Spins, fires wide of the goal. Alexi Stewart will keep that in. Vanderbilt deflected it. Almost caught Wilson going the other way. However, it ended up wide of the target. Stretch pass. Stewart tried to one-time it to Hashi. Backhand pass there, Vanderbilt. Felix Hashi. Away comes fresh troops now. Matthew Driscoll off the bench. And referee or linesman blows that down, says that I believe Driscoll might have put himself offside there as the puck got caught up in his skates. So that'll draw a face-off just outside the Kings blue line. LeClaire, Driscoll, and Ethan Carroll doing some duty up front for the Moose this afternoon. Ethan Carroll on the far side. He's under pressure by Max McKinnon. Dunlap now. Dunlap banks it off the wall. Backhand kick to himself. There's Sisk. Tried to work his way, and he's stripped to the puck by Smith. Smith now. He's got Blanchard. Blanchard drops that for Campbell. That shot wide of goalie Cooper Burns. Back to get it now is LeClaire. LeClaire, his outlet attempt was knocked down there by Blanchard. Hudson Sisk has it. It's on the wall for LeClaire. He goes cross ice for Driscoll. Driscoll shot into the shin pads of Dunlap. Up ice comes Dunlap. Cross ice. Shot into the shin pads of Sisk. Nice play by Sisk to knock that one down. Carroll. Cross ice for Driscoll. Driscoll stripped off his stick there at the blue line. Driscoll will backhand it across. Now picked up by Godfrey. Moose making some changes. Mathis LeBlanc at the red line. He was met there by Cameron. Driscoll backhands for Mathis LeBlanc. LeBlanc sidesteps Dunlap. LeBlanc backhand through the slot. White had to get a piece of that. Now here's LeBlanc backhand. Travis tries it. Landry's shot doesn't make its way through. Kings have blocked multiple shots. Here comes Dunlap on Trask. 1-on-1. Dunlap tries to flip it across. Nice hard back check there by LeWick Landry as he knocked down that with his glove as Dunlap tried to saucer one through the middle. Shot up into the mask of goalie Cooper Burns, and it's steered to the corner. Travis sidesteps the pinching defenseman. Here comes Travis. He's got J.P. McCormick with him on the left side. Travis shot off the post. McCormick spins, can't get any lumber on that one. Good pressure there by the Moose as Jesse Travis rang one off the post, and McCormick had a good chance there at that rebound. Now Bezo gathers it up here for the Kings. He's under pressure by Jesse Travis. Out the far side, picked up by Felix Hashi. Felix Hashi walks in, shot. And Bezo and Travis having a chat next to goalie White. White will hold on. We'll get a face-off with 5:42 left to play in the opening period. Moose with that 1-0 lead here against the KV Kings. Ashley to take the draw. Kings in well early on that. Backhand, Vanderbilt in tight. White has to cover that one up as he took away that short side. Mandeville tried to jam one in on the short side. Ashley to take the draw. Control now, battle along the wall. Puck battle comes away. Here's Hashi. Josh Stewart throws it back to Sisk. Sisk shot deflected. Doesn't make its way through. Bumped along the wall. That shot, good stick by Hudson. Sisk sends it up into the glass. Bezo picks it up at the blue line. Alexi Stewart now, he'll head up ice, finds Felix Hashi. Felix Hashi. Alexi Stewart joins the rush. Hashi, low shot, kicked away by White. Hashi bumped there by Bellamy. Now away come the Kings. They got numbers, 2-on-1 here. Hard back check by Josh Stewart. He's got the guy on the far side. And Sisk, good play there to keep the shooter to the outside, as Moose did a good job recovering from that 2-on-1 that had developed for the Kings. Moose doing a much better job this time. Last time they played the Kings, they gave up multiple odd man rushes. That's the first one we've seen here this morning. So the Moose have made some adjustments. And away comes Leclerc off the faceoff. Leclerc chips it by Dunlap. In to get it will be Leclerc. Up the wall now it comes. Picked up here by Campbell. Campbell throws it into the neutral zone where Godfrey will pick it up. Ethan Carroll on the far side now. Carroll bumps his man McKinnon to the ice. Matthew Driscoll, he's bumped by Dunlap. Back to get it is White. He'll rim it around to the far side to Blanchard over there. Long stretch pass for Campbell. Sets it up for Dunlap. Dunlap shot, blocker to the corner by Burns. I believe that's Brady Burns on the far shot side. His shot knocked down there by Cooper Burns. He'll send it to the corner. Now it's picked up by Lewick Leclerc with some speed. Leclerc through the neutral zone. Gets a step on Dunlap. Moose going to make some changes here. Now away comes Dunlap again. Dunlap, toe drag shot, kicked away by Cooper Burns. Behind the goal, that's Gavin Trask now walks away from the forecheck of Campbell. Here comes Trask. Trask gains the red line, dumps it into Kings territory. 3:25 to go in the opening period. 1-0 lead for the Moose. Baptiste LeBlanc forechecking. McCormick meets his man Cameron there at the red line and stands him up. That'll be an offside as the puck was knocked off the stick of LeBlanc at the blue line. And Travis got himself in offside. So we'll have a face-off just in front of the Sharks bench, or the Kings bench, correction. 3:09 left to go in the opening period. 1-0 lead for the Moose. McCormick can't get a shot off. LeBlanc's shot up over the goal, bounces out into the slot. Trask now. Trask trying to find a shooting lane, walks away from one defender. Shot kicked away by White. Travis now, he's pulled down. Going to be a penalty here to Burns of the Kings as he hooked Travis to the ice. And we'll get a Moose power play. Moose will send out Felix Hashi, Josh Stewart, Garland Manderville up front. Hudson Sisk and Lewick Lander will walk the blue line. Moose look to make Burns pay here for that penalty. Face-off one. Tried to throw it back to Sisk, and it was out of his reach, so Sisk's going to have to retreat. He's under pressure from Erskine. Sisk now walks it up to the wall. Backhand pass, cross ice. That's Stewart. He'll one-touch it there for Hashi. Hashi puts on the brakes. Hashi having a look, finds Sisk. Sisk cross ice for Landry. Landry drops it for Manderville. Manderville back to the point to Sisk. Shot for the point, deflected. Landry got a piece of that shot. Stewart's shot doesn't make its way through. Moose can't get their sticks on that bouncing puck that was laying in the slot. Here's Hashi. Now Hashi, he'll lose it at the blue line and have to reorganize themselves here. Landry, he's knocked to the ice there by the Kings. Manderville chasing down That's Lyons. Lyons, he's going to be stripped of the puck there. Here comes Hashi. Long stretch pass there for the Kings. Shot high and well over the target of goalie Burns. That's Dunlap will throw it back in. Moose got to make some changes here. 1:43 left to play. 45 seconds left in the penalty to the Kings. LeClaire now, he'll bring it back out into the neutral zone, get his teammates onside. Trask spins away from the forecheck, goes cross ice for Godfrey. Godfrey into the skates of LeClaire. Moose not getting much sustained pressure here in this power play. 1:21 left in the period. 27 seconds left in the penalty to Lions. LeClaire. Dunlap stripped of the puck. And away comes LeClaire. Driscoll now, side, nice move by Driscoll. Shot off the crossbar as Driscoll turned Dunlap inside out at the top of the circle and couldn't get a shot. It beat goalie White, but couldn't beat the crossbar. Nice play there by Matthew Driscoll as he gave old Dunlap the house you going and fired it off the crossbar. Here comes LeClaire now. LeClaire, shot. That's wide of goalie White. Driscoll over there to pick it up. Penalty is just about to expire here to Burns. Godfrey steps in. Tough spot there as Godfrey was trying to watch Burns coming out of the box and step in and hold the puck in. So Godfrey now headmans. Driscoll chips it in. Final minute of play here, 37 seconds left. That was Cameron out for Dunlap. Dunlap here right in front of us. Makes his way, nice pass by Dunlap. Shot, saved by Burns. Big save by Cooper Burns as Dunlap feathered a pass through and sent, not sure who that was on the far side, might have been Blanchard. Sent in all alone, and Burns met him at the top of the blue paint and turned it away. 24 seconds left to play. Moose holding on to that 1-0 lead here at the LBR in St. John, New Brunswick. Face-off, one there by the Kings. Shot. That's steered to the corner by Burns. Clock still hasn't started. Still hasn't started. Now we got it running. Poor old Shane Bezo down there in the box. Got wrapped up in watching the game. And that should do it. Shot by Sis, quick shot. That gets Bezo in the above the shin pad, it looked like. And the horn will go. Longest 24 seconds in history just played there as poor old Bezo fell asleep down in the box. We'll forgive him as no one scored, so no damage done. So that'll do it for the first period of play here at the LBR in St. John. Northern Moose with a 1-0 lead over the hometown KV Kings. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. And we're set here for second period action. Moose with a 1-0 lead over the hometown KV Kings. Sisk, his long stretch pass, that's intercepted. That'll be offside as Reardon was hustling, trying to get himself back on side, but puck was brought in just a step early. And we'll do it again here with a face-off in front of the Kings bench. Pashy, Vanderbilt, and Stewart start the period here for the Moose. Dunlap centers a shot into the stick. Good stick there by Trask as he sends that one up into the netting behind goalie Cooper Burns. That'll bring a face-off to the glove side of goalie Burns. Pache to take the draw with, I believe that's Cameron. Kings jumped early on that far side. Wilson, that's a couple of times they've done that now. The linesman picked up on it this time. Controlled there, nice backhand. Burns steers it to the corner. Trask tried to shovel it ahead there for Josh Stewart. However, ends up on the stick of Hudson Sisk. Out of the reach of Manderville. And that'll go for an icing. 19:29 to play in period number 2. Moose with a 1-0 lead over the hometown KV Kings. Moose looking to see if they can build on that 7-0 win yesterday here at the same arena against the Port City Sharks, as they've looked like to put together a few wins here heading into the provincial championship coming up the first weekend in April. Dunlap shot dangerously had to be blocked there by Burns as it found its way through a bunch of traffic. Vanderbilt, he'll get it out here where McKinnon will pick it up. McKinnon out to Dunlap. Sisk now spins away from the forecheck. Sisk still has it. Up ahead for Hashi. Hashi, he has scores! Felix Hashi found one, muscled his way under the stick of Ben White. And the Moose strike first here in period number 2, and now find themselves out to a 2-0 lead. Good play there also by Manderville as he, I think White wasn't real sure whether Hashi was going to fire that one or slide it across to Manderville, so just the fact that Manderville was there for that decoy worked out well, and Hashi found the back of the net. Driscoll now out in the slot. Carroll tried to get a one-time on that one. And now up ice comes Lyons. Lyons will backhand it in. He's bumped there by Godfrey. Godfrey comes away with it. Godfrey headmans for Driscoll. Driscoll will chip it. Tried to get it by Bezo. Bezo got a stick on that one. And it's sent into Kings territory. Carroll intercepts that. Ethan Carroll, he's bumped there by Bezo. McCormick sends his man to the ice. Now here comes the Kings. That's Livingston. Nice play by Carroll. Score. Bezo followed that one up. And Carter Bezo bangs in the rebound. Moose got themselves a little disorganized in their defensive zone, and Bezo walked in all alone and banged in the rebound into an open net. 18-12 left to go. Both teams have found the score sheet here in period number 2. Burns has to repair his pad come off there, so he'll have to do some repairs. He's set to go. 2-1 lead here for the Moose. Kings find themselves on the scoreboard. That was Bezo. Banging in a rebound. Trask sidesteps one check. It's on the stick of LeBlanc. LeBlanc tried to bang it ahead for Travis. Moose are off, still offside. Have to regroup. Now they're good. Up the wall to Blanchard. Blanchard sidesteps the forecheck of Travis. Trask's shot off the stick of Blanchard and ends up in the netting in the far corner. That'll bring the face-off inside Kings territory to the glove side of goalie White. Baptiste LeBlanc to take the draw for the Moose against Smith. One clean by LeBlanc, but he ripped it backhand all the way out into the neutral zone where Alexi Stewart will pick it up, and it's shoveled into Campbell's shot, wide of goalie Burns. Blanchard picks it up now on the far side. Baptiste LeBlanc gathers it up. LeBlanc sidesteps a couple of forechecks. Now flips it ahead, tried to shovel it for Travis. That's Dow. Dow goes cross ice. Alexi Stewart gets a stick on that one and chops it up into the Kings bench. So we'll get a face-off just outside the Moose blue line in front of the Kings bench here. So it's Hashi, Stewart, and Manderville. Sisk, and I believe that's Alexi Stewart. Will Godfrey on the far side. Here's Dunlap. Dunlap slides it back. Dunlap still has it. He shovels it there. Out in the slot. Manderville pressuring his man. That's Hashi now. It's picked up here by Reardon. Reardon walks in. That's shot saved by Burns. He was looking for the short side there. Dunlap likes to get up in the play here, so if the Moose can, such a good skater, he gets himself back very quickly. However, if the Moose can turn pucks over here and catch Dunlap in deep, they can take advantage of that here by times. Here comes Hashi. Reardon now will circle it back in. He throws it cross ice for Cameron. Good stick there by Godfrey. Sisk picks it up. Sisk. Puck behind the net. Back to get it is Godfrey. Godfrey tried to get it there for Sisk, but he's stripped of the puck. Back to the point for Dunlap. Dunlap shot makes its way through. Blocked into the corner by Burns. Vanderbilt. Stripped of the puck there by Wilson. One time, Burns he was sliding the other way, and he had to backhand that one with the paddle as it was headed for the open net. Vanderbilt just ricochets it off the boards. Back to get it is Dunlap. He's under pressure. Puts it up the wall. It'll be picked up by Sisk. Sisk slides it through, but Dunlap will intercept that before it can make its way through to the target. Dunlap. Burns will hold on for a face-off as Dunlap just fired one in harmlessly from the blue line. Burns gloves it and holds on. We'll have a face-off to the glove side of goalie Cooper Burns. 15:37 left to play in the second period. Moose holding on to a 2-1 lead here over the KB Kings. That shot just wide of goalie Burns. LeClaire tried to get it out. It will make its way to the neutral zone. That's just behind Ethan Carroll as Driscoll tried to find Carroll coming through the neutral zone. Bellamy sidestepped the forecheck. Gets it ahead for Erskine. Erskine wide for Lyons. Lyons works his way to the slot. Turns, spins, fires. Burns got a piece of that rebound. Here's Bellamy now. Bellamy shot. That's wide of the target. Picked up on the far side by Bezo. Bezo stripped of the puck. Picked up on the far side. That's Livingston in the corner there for Lyons. Worked their way out in the slot. That's out of the reach of Bellamy, and he does hold. Good job by Bellamy to hold that in. Looked like it was headed for the neutral zone. Lyons now. Lyons circling. Lyons still has it on his stick. Turns, fires. Burns will take that one in the Moose logo. And we'll have a face-off to the glove side of goalie Cooper Burns. Burns struggling with that left pad again. It's a skate, actually, that his lace keeps coming undone. He's trying to get it repaired again here. Not like the olden days, he can zip those pads on and off there pretty quickly. Doesn't have to redo about 10 straps per pad. Just a couple of quick Velcros, and he's good to go again. So Burns is set. Matisse LeBlanc to take the draw against Smith. Alexi Stewart will backhand it up the wall. Matisse LeBlanc comes away with it. LeBlanc now tries to hit Travis. Good stick there by Brady Burns. Burns is hit hard by LeBlanc. Sis goes D to Alexi Stewart. Chipped ahead for Travis. Travis sets it up for Matisse LeBlanc. LeBlanc, he gets around Campbell. LeBlanc still has it on his stick. Here's JP McCormick. Can't get a shot off. Sisk will try and pinch in and hold it in. He does. Sidesteps. Burns. Shot. White got a piece of that one, but it ended up floating just above the crossbars. That dangerously came close to finding its way into the Kings' goal. LeBlanc flips it high up, and Marc-Antoine Foulem gathers it in up in the stands with a glove save. Marc-Antoine Foulem and Mo Landry up here doing some stats. Marc-Antoine snapped that one with the glove. And the face-off controlled there by the Moose. However, McKinnon will bank it back in. Loic Landry. Godfrey just hurries that one up the wall. Nobody there for the Moose. Manderville tries to chip it by McKinnon, and he does. Here comes Manderville and Hashi. Hashi's got Stewart on the left side. Hashi fires it wide off the boards and all the way out into the neutral zone. Moose had a 3-on-1 there. Something low off the pads would have at least given us a chance at a rebound. However, Kings take over. That shot off the glass. Godfrey cycles it away to the far side. Stewart tries to chip it ahead for Hashi, who was busting out. Dunlap shot, scores. Moose can't get the puck out of their own zone as Dunlap had pinched in along the wall, and the Moose will turn it over, and it finds its way into the back of their net. .54 to go in period number 2. Kings have squared things up at 2. Livingston will hammer that in. Lyons picks it up, but it's stripped off his stick by Driscoll. Driscoll tries to put it through the skates of Bezo. Driscoll has it now. Driscoll, he's bumped by Bezo. Bezo skates away with it, looks up ice, tries the long stretch across ice, and that'll go for an icing call. 12:24 left to play in the second period. Moose find themselves deadlocked here with the hometown KV Kings. 2-2. Face-off, won by the Kings, rimmed around here to the near side. Livingston will just chip it into the neutral zone. Trask puts it in the neutral zone. Bellamy will send it into Moose territory. Back to get it is Alexi Stewart. Stewart rims it up the wall for Carroll. By him, no, and Bellamy holds it in. No, he does not. It's offside. So Trask has some time here. Trask will look up ice and skate it up through the neutral zone. Gains Kings territory. Knocked off his stick, though, as he worked his way into the slot. LeClaire, he's bumped. And Driscoll. Good play by Driscoll. Right out the slot to Carroll. Shot! Just wide of the target. Shot off the side of the net. Driscoll backhand. A couple of good scoring chances there for the Moose. Driscoll working hard. Driscoll over in that far corner. Nice play out to Trask. Trask can't find a shooting lane. He does. White turns that one aside. And the Kings will just bang it off the glass down into Moose territory. That will go for an icing call. A couple of real good scoring chances there as Driscoll and Carroll were buzzing in the Kings zone there on the forecheck. So LeBlanc will take the draw. He's got McCormick and Travis on his wings. Sisk and Godfrey on the blue line. Back there for Godfrey. Godfrey finds a seam for Travis. Travis backhands it in, but that doesn't connect with LeBlanc. LeBlanc chases down Smith. Travis will pick it up. Jesse Travis sidesteps the check. Travis looking, spinning, working his way out all the way to the top of the circle, and then he just floats it down for LeBlanc. LeBlanc will battle along the wall there with Smith. And LeBlanc probably going to be called on a hook as he got his stick up in the hands of Smith. So Mathis LeBlanc going to go off here on a hooking call. 10:52 left to play in period number 2. Kings are going to find themselves here on the power play. Vanderbilt and Hashi. Sisk and Godfrey will man the blue line, controlled there. Sisk snaps it, and that will go all the way down into Kings territory where goalie White will set it up. Back to gather it in is Dunlap. He'll skate past it, leave it for Bellamy. Bellamy bouncing puck there for Erskine. Erskine sets it back for Bellamy. Bellamy now will gain Moose territory. Still has it on his stick, rims it around. Here's Godfrey on his backhand. Godfrey can't get it out. As good stick there by, here's Sisk now. Sisk had a chance to clear it, however, couldn't get by the stick of Erskine. Nice seam pass there for Bellamy. Sisk gets his stick on that one, and good play to send it down into Kings territory. 1:15 left in the penalty to LeBlanc. Back to pick it up is Dunlap. Dunlap is being watched there by Hashi. Gathered up here in the neutral zone by Reardon. Reardon stripped of the puck. Good stick by Sisk. Head man for Manderville. Manderville, he's got some speed. Manderville. 4 Kings gather up. Manderville now to Hashi. Hashi from a sharp angle. Shot off the post. So he found the short side, hit the post, and come right out in the slot. Away comes Dunlap. Dunlap. Dunlap sidesteps the check. Here's Dunlap. He's stripped of the puck there. That's Landry for Josh Stewart. Stewart can't get it out of the zone. Kings heading off on a change. Lions back to retrieve it for the Kings. 25 seconds left in the penalty to Mathis LeBlanc. That pass out of the reach of Bizot, and Trask will send it right back down in. Back to get it is Lions. First in on the forecheck is Driscoll. Up the wall, out of the reach of Dunlap. Loic Landry, he's stripped of the puck. Battered around the neutral zone, out comes LeBlanc. Teams back to even strength. Lions and Landry collide at the top of the circles. Trask, cross ice, Stewart kicks it ahead to himself. Here's Josh Stewart now. Stewart stripped of the puck at the top of the circle there by Burns. Driscoll. Driscoll dangerously throws it to the top where Bizot intercepted that pass from Driscoll. Landry, he's under pressure from the forecheck. Up the wall there for Driscoll. Away comes Josh Stewart. No penalties. He's tripped up. Landry, good reversal there as he hooked away from the forecheck. There's Driscoll on the far side. Driscoll. Out comes Bizot on the far side. Livingston chips it ahead for Smith. Smith over the blue line. Drops it there on the far side. That was Wilson. He's dropped it for. Trask now. Trask chips it. He's met by Dunlap. 7:25 to go in the second period. Kings and the Moose tied at 2. Nice play by Carroll to get in on the forecheck. He runs over his man behind the net. LeClaire. LeClaire tries to slide it to Carroll. Puck battle behind the net. LeClaire has it. LeClaire walks out to the shot. That's sticked away to the half wall there by goalie White. Wilson throws it cross ice for Blanchard. Blanchard puts on the brakes. Looks for Wilson. He fans on the shot. Here's Carroll now. Carroll will look for it. Carroll bumped by Erskine. Sisk sidesteps the forecheck of Campbell. Hudson Sisk works his way into McCormick. Can't get a shot off. It's good play there by, I believe that was Campbell, tied up McCormick so he couldn't get a shot away. Jesse Travis now. He skates past Cameron. Cameron's shot. Glove by Burns as he backhands that one. Using his baseball skills as he reached across and backhanded that one, and will hold on so the Moose can get their change finished here. 6:24 to go in period number 2. Kings and the Moose deadlock at 2. Here comes Mathis LeBlanc. LeBlanc tries to get away from that's Dow now. He backhands it up the wall for Campbell. LeBlanc. LeBlanc going to walk in. Cross ice for Travis. Shot! And nice save by White as he came across and gathered that one in as Jesse Travis looked at what he thought was an open net. And nice save by Ben White to come across and glove that one. In the skates of McCormick, held in at the line by Landry. Landry will chop it down in the corner for Dow. Dow will shovel it on the backhand around to the far side. McCormick will meet Campbell over there. Now away comes, here's Blanchard. Blanchard still has it on the wall. He's run out of room there by Loic Landry. Back to gather it in is Mathis LeBlanc. Picked up by Landry. Landry will chip it, but not out as Dow will hold it in. Burns steers that one to the corner with his pad. Travis chips it out, kicked in there, though still held in by Dow. Landry. Josh Stewart will chip it up the wall, but not out. Does make its way to the neutral zone. Godfrey banks it off the boards. Dow will send it into Moose territory. That's an offside, as should go way down. As the Kings made a change, and the player that came in off the bench was offside and never did go onside. 5 minutes even. That face-off, I'm not sure why it's not coming way down, as linesman was clearly calling offside. And however, Moose will control, and in comes Hashi. Hashi, that'll go for an icing. 4:51 to play in the second period. Kings and the Moose deadlock at 2 here in period number 2. Felix Hashi will take the draw here against Erskine. That's off the glass. Bellamy holds it and tries to hold it in. Ends up in the neutral zone. Hashi rubs his man out of the play. Stewart now chips it ahead for Hashi. Hashi will send it into the corner. He'll go in there against Bizzo. Pulls it away. Here's Hashi. Backhand. Just out of the reach of Manderville as the rebound squirted past Manderville on the right side of goalie White. Here's Hashi. Hashi finds Trask. One-timer wide of goalie White. Stewart back to get it. Josh Stewart now. He'll reverse that for Alexi Stewart. Alexi Stewart shot one time by Hashi, but it doesn't make its way through, and back come the Kings. That's Livingston. Good stick by Trask to send that to the corner. Hashi back to get it. He'll rim it up the wall. Bellamy will be first to it. Bellamy cross ice. Alexis Stewart, I think, just got enough of that one to steer it away. Livingston now. Livingston backhands. Bouncing puck in the slot area. And away come the Moose. Here's Manderville. Manderville to try to get a Trask. Good play by Bizzo to tie up his stick. Now the Kings break cross ice. That's Erskine. Puck thrown out. Livingston's pass. Manderville will chip it, but it won't get by Dunlap, who pinched in from the blue line. Here's Trask. Moose out on a long shift trying to get a change. Reardon has it now. Reardon. Josh Stewart has it. In on the forecheck. First to it will be Stewart. Up the wall come the Kings. That's LeClaire. Reardon, cross ice for Dunlap. Dunlap, 2:41 left to play. He's stripped of the puck there by Landry. Good play by Burns as he chopped at that one as it worked its way out through the blue paint. Here's McKinnon now. McKinnon's shot through traffic, doesn't make its way through. Moose will send it down into Kings territory as Kings have had some good pressure here. Right in the slot, in the skates of Driscoll, he can't get a shot off. Landry will just chip it in the corner. Carroll will go in there. He's bumped by McKinnon. McKinnon ends up on the ice. LeClaire sends it back up the wall for Driscoll. Driscoll, he'll work his way in behind the Kings net. That's LeClaire. LeClaire back to Landry. Landry to LeClaire along the wall. Works his way out to the dot. Doesn't shoot it. Here's Landry. Landry. Shot. Lane. That's just wide of the goal. LeClaire tried to jam it in from the short side. LeClaire back to Landry. Landry on the half wall to LeClaire. LeClaire down in the corner to Driscoll. Driscoll works it back to Landry. Shot. Couple of deflections. Both of those ended up deflecting it wide of the target. Driscoll got a stick on that one, but redirected it up over the glass, and it ends up in the seating area. Good pressure there by the Moose. 1:23 left to play in period number 2. Northern Moose and the KV Kings deadlock at 2. Face-off will come outside of the Kings blue line. That's Lyons. He'll go cross ice for Dow. Ends up in the neutral zone where Gavin Trask will bank it off the wall. Travis sidesteps the forecheck of Dow. McCormick spins, can't keep it in. Here's Mathis LeBlanc. Travis is offside though. He had to work his way out. LeBlanc had to slow up a little bit and wait for Travis to get onside. Here's Godfrey. Banks it off the wall down into Kings territory where Lyons will bump it ahead. It's chipped ahead. That's Blanchard. Blanchard in a foot race. Shot. Kick save there by Burns. That one found its way dangerously through the crease. Smith tries to throw it in the slot. It's at the short side. Campbell takes a run at Trask. Into the final minute here, 28 seconds left. Burns has to turn that one away. Got a blocker on the rebound. A couple of big saves by Burns to keep this one at a tie. Point shot from Burns is off the shin pads of McCormick. 19.7 seconds left to play. Teams deadlocked at 2. Both sides make wholesale changes here. Big face-off coming up to the glove side of Burns. Pesce will take the draw for the Moose. Controlled there. Bouncing puck. Landry backhands it off the wall. Gets it high off the glass. Ends up out in the slot area. 9 seconds. 8-6 left there. Stewart tried to one-hand it ahead. Manderville can't get a shot off. And the horn will go. So after 40 minutes of play, Moose and the Kings find themselves deadlocked at 2. So we will break away from the action here again as the Zamboni will make its way out for a resurface. And we'll join you in about 15 minutes for the third period. And here we go, third period underway. Face-off controlled by the Moose. Vanderbilt, Stewart, and Hashie out there. Dunlap back to get it. Cross ice, nobody there. Sisk will pick it up, banks it off the wall, and sends it into Kings territory. Chipped ahead now, and here comes the Kings. However, Cameron's stripped of the puck there, and Trask comes away with it. Sisk, he'll gain the red line, fire across ice. Trask bumps his man, Wilson. Hudson Sisk, he'll gather it in, spins away. Caught in some water there, dangerously right in the slot. Dunlap fires across ice. Back to get it is Hudson Sisk. Bouncing puck, dangerously there, Trask. I think there's some water laying around there as the puck's not traveling real smooth here. Rimmed around the far side, it'll make its way here to Dunlap. Dunlap goes cross ice. That's Bezo's shot, blocked by Manderville. Good shot block there. Josh Stewart, now he'll look up ice. He finds Hashie. Hashie chips to the head for Manderville. No icing. First in there will be Manderville. Manderville loses his stick along the wall. Driscoll tried to sidestep. LeClaire now will gather it in. Let the Moose finish up their change here. As Manderville makes his way off. Headman, here comes Matthew Driscoll. He's got some room. Driscoll, sharp angle, turned away by White. White did a good job to get out to the top of the paint, and Driscoll didn't have much to shoot at. As he tried to find some space there on the short side. Good play by goalie Ben White to gather that one in. 18-19 to go here in the third period. Kings and the Moose tied at 2. Good hockey game here on Sunday morning at the LBR in St. John. Carroll over there on the wall. He's bumped by Bellamy. Backhand. That was LeClaire at the side of the net. He couldn't get himself situated to get a shot off, though. Driscoll, he's stripped of the puck by Bezo. Bezo rimming around the far side for Blanchard. Landry steps up. Carroll in behind the net for LeClaire. Shot one time there by Driscoll. Nice save by goalie White. Good chance there by the Moose. Landry, he's under pressure from Blanchard. Blanchard. Campbell tried to go cross ice for Smith. Ethan Carroll, he's going to flip it ahead, and Driscoll's going to try and race him. And unfortunately, just out of his reach. Good thought there by Carroll as he tried to flip it ahead for a streaking Matthew Driscoll down the left side. However, Driscoll couldn't quite catch up to it before it crossed that red line. Moose make changes. LeBlanc, J.P. McCormick, and Jesse Travis out there. Baptiste LeBlanc will control the face-off, and Sisk will come away with it. Sisk puts it through the neutral zone. That'll be offside if the Moose touch it. They don't. That's Dow. Dow, he strips it back to Burns. That's Brady Burns. Brady Burns, cross ice to Dow. Up for Lyons. Lyons goes cross ice. That's Blanchard, I believe, on the far side. Here's Burns. Burns to Livingston. Or that's Erskine, sorry, here in front of us. Lyons, he sends Godfrey to the ice. Sisk sends Lyon to the ice. Godfrey blows a tire here at the blue line. McCormick, J.P. McCormick. McCormick, quick feet, shot, sharp angle off the side of the net. Penalty coming up here. I believe it's the Kings going off. Maybe not. Yes, it is. Can't get a look at who that is. I think it's Blanchard, maybe. It is a tripping call to the Kings with 16:24. No, that's Lyons, sorry. Lyons will go off on a trip. Here's Landry. Landry, cross ice for Sisk. Sisk doesn't have a shooting lane. He walks down, tries to find LeBlanc in the circle area. It's chipped up the wall. Banked off. Good play by Landry to get over there and hold that in. Sisk walks the line, sends it down for LeBlanc. LeBlanc back to Sisk. Sisk, cross ice for Landry. Landry looking cross seam, but he'll find Sisk. Sisk, shot, scores! Looked like it hit something in front. Not sure if it got a piece of McCormick or not. Might have hit the Kings defender as Sisk is making his way down the line first, so it looks like Sisk going to get the goal. The Moose find themselves now with a 3-2 lead here with 15:57 to go in period number 3. That goal will go on the power play. Hashi out there with Stewart and Manderville. Godfrey's going to go for a bit of a skate. Chips it ahead for Stewart. There's Hashi. Hashi tried to find Manderville coming up through the slot. Here's Dunlap with some speed. He gets a step on the outside of Godfrey. Shot! Big save by Burns. Nice save there by Puck's laying dead. And Josh Stewart will send it the length of the ice as that was laying dangerously at the top of the blue paint. Nice save there by Burns as smooth skating Dunlap worked his way in on the outside and found himself all alone with Burns. And Burns turned him away. Cameron to take the draw here against Felix Hashi. 15:30 to go in period number 3. Moose with a 3-2 edge. Lewick Landry, he works it up the wall. That's out of the reach. That is going to go for another icing, so we'll get another face-off all the way back down here in Moose territory. Hashi will take the draw. Still has Manderville and Josh Stewart on his wings. Controlled by the Kings. Up the wall, Manderville. Here comes Hashi. Hashi's got Stewart on his left side. Hashi, good play to put on the brakes there. Hashi, shot wide of the target. Here's Alexi Stewart. He'll hold it in. Tried to put it along the wall, but it's gathered up there by Dunlap. Dunlap skates away from Hashi. Dunlap, he's stripped of the puck. Stewart headmans for Manderville. 2-on-1, Manderville and Hashi. Manderville, back-checking hard of the Hawks. The Kings, correction. Stewart, cross ice for Trask. Trask turns, fires, deflected, wide of the target. Manderville tries to get it out front, puts it off the back of the net. Hashi can't get away with it. Now the Kings will get it out into the neutral zone. Back to retrieve it will be Alexi Stewart. Alexi Stewart looks up ice. 14:25 to go here in the third period. That's almost intercepted by Smith, but Manderville will... That's Campbell now working his way back down where Trask will be first to it. Trask up the wall. Carroll tried to one time. It ended up on the stick of Bellamy at the blue line. Smith will backhand it. Campbell has it now. Here comes LeClaire. LeClaire flips it ahead for Driscoll. Driscoll sidesteps, tried to get Bezo to the outside. However, Bezo stripped that off his stick. Here's Bezo now. Bezo, he's stripped of the puck at the blue line. Away come the Moose. 3 Moose come. 3-on-1 here. Driscoll. Sisk fanned on it as he tried to throw it across for Driscoll. And Hudson Sisk fanned on it. Now nobody back there as Moose had a couple of guys caught up ice. However, they managed to get themselves back here. 13:22 to play in the third period. Back to get it is Will Godfrey with lots of time. Campbell in on the forecheck. Carroll will just get it to the neutral zone. Here comes Lewick LeClaire. LeClaire, he works his way to the slot area on his backhand. Backhand. Carroll skates past that one. Trask has a chance now. Trask walks out, can't find a shooting lane. Trask shot, low shot, deflected wide of goalie White. Carroll will hold it in. He spins, tries to get it toward the goal. Campbell comes away with it. Campbell out that far side. Good play by Trask. Now to hustle back. Shot off the crossbar. LeClaire, he's bumped out of the play there by Dow. Travis tries to run Dow out of room. Landry picks it up. Landry goes cross ice for Travis. Now it's Trask. Trask will gain the blue line. He's being hooked from behind there by Livingston. No call. LeBlanc to McCormick. McCormick tried to get it in the slot, but it's intercepted. Dunlap turned it over, though, and managed to get it back on his stick. Here's Alexi Stewart. He's under pressure there from Erskine. Alexi Stewart still under pressure. He gets it up to Landry. Landry here to McCormick. McCormick will bang it down into King's territory, but he was still behind that red line, so we'll get an icing call, which will bring the face-off back down into Moose territory to the glove side of goalie Cooper Burns. Moose holding on to a 3-2 edge here at the LBR in St. John. 11:50 to go in the third period. Lions spins, fires wide of goalie Burns. That's Dunlap in now. Dunlap working along the wall there against a couple of Moose players. Dunlap still has it. Out to the dot area. Backhand, spins, Lions shot wide and high of the target. Dunlap keeps it in at the blue line. Nice play there by Alexi Stewart to intercept that centering attempt. Alexi Stewart will gain the red line. Alexi Stewart out wide to the left side. Shot just over the crossbar. And that'll send the Kings away the other way. Now the Moose got to recover quickly. Nice pass by Dunlap. Shot turned away by Burns. Nice save there by Cooper Burns as Blanchard was set free there by Dunlap with a nice pass. And goalie Cooper Burns once again turns away the Kings as Blanchard worked his way in all alone on goalie Cooper Burns. Felix Hashi to take the draw. Working along the wall here, a couple of Kings. Cross ice, good stick by Trask. It's down in the corner now. Trask will backhand it up the wall. Stewart will headman for Hashi. Hashi's got some room. Shot off the shoulder of goalie White. Here's Felix Hashi working. Hashi up the wall. Hashi stripped of the puck though there in the half wall, and away will come the Kings. Moose going to have to get back. Good play by Godfrey to pick up the man. Good job there by Will Godfrey as he picked up the Kings. Kings still hold it in. Kings will hold that in at the blue line. Godfrey chips it out. At least it'll make its way to the neutral zone so the Moose can relieve the pressure. There's Burns. Brady Burns throws it to the neutral zone, picked up by Cameron. Cameron will send it into Moose territory. Trask, he's in there. He'll gather it up for the Moose. Gavin Trask, he'll spin back away to Godfrey. Godfrey along the wall. Back to his partner, Trask. Knocked off his stick. Puck works its way out into the slot area. Moose going to try and relieve the pressure. Manderville will get it in the neutral zone. Burns spins away from the forecheck. That's Campbell now. Campbell, he drops it for Blanchard. Blanchard walks his way into the slot. Shot. Saved by Burns. Another save by Burns. Brady Burns shot. 3 big saves there by Cooper Burns as the Moose were under siege by the KV Kings. And goalie Cooper Burns standing tall back there in that crease. 9:13 to play in the third period. Moose been just hanging on the last couple shifts here as the Kings have had some great scoring opportunities. Burns has been the difference for the Moose. Carroll will get it into the neutral zone. Carroll now will try and chase down Lyons. Held in at the line. I guess it wasn't held in as the linesman arm goes up. Here's Dunlap. Dunlap with that long stretch looking for Lyons. Good job by... That's almost deflected as White was headed to the corner and his defenseman got a stick on that one. Here's Lyons now. Lyons will work his way to the slot. Dances by Landry. Shot. Good stick there by, I believe that's Ethan Carroll. Got a stick on that one and sent it up into the netting behind goalie Cooper Burns. 8:42 to play in the third period. Moose with the 3-2 edge here over the KV Kings. LeClaire will face off. I believe that's Erskine. Wins it clean. Back to the point. Dangerous play there as the Kings tried to go cross ice to Dunlap, and Driscoll was all over that one as he was ready to jump that pass. Shot from the point, blockered by Burns. Picked up by the Kings, back to Dunlap. Dunlap, shot, makes its way through. Burns saw that one all the way in and took it in the Moose logo. So he was out high in the top of the blue paint and saw that one all the way in as he corralled it against the Moose logo. 8:24 to play in the third. LeBlanc out to take the draw here for the Moose against Smith of the Kings. LeBlanc wins it. However, Campbell worked his way in and got a shot off, which ended up high and over the far corner. With some speed now comes Mathis LeBlanc. Mathis LeBlanc works his way through the neutral zone. Headman's that for Travis. Travis tried to find McCormick sneaking in from that far side just out of his reach. Jesse Travis tried to throw it in the slot, but away come the Kings. Kings head up ice. Burns is going to gather that and pull it in for a face-off. 7:55 to play in the third period. Moose with a 3-2 edge here over the KV Kings. LeBlanc and Smith will face off again. Controlled by LeBlanc. That clearing attempt by Landry is knocked down by Campbell. Godfrey puts it up the wall in the skates of Travis. Cross ice. McCormick tried to get a skate on that one. White's going to have to set it up for his defenseman, Bellamy. Bellamy will work his way up through the slot area in front of his goal. Chip now back into Moose territory where LeWick Lander will sidestep the forecheck of Blanchard. Blanchard, that's headman there by Landry for Travis. Travis, line mates are changing, so he's all by himself. Hashi gets it in his skates where he bumps Campbell. Hashi, Travis in there. Travis will spin back away. Travis finds Landry. Landry shot into the shin pads. And away comes Blanchard. Blanchard waiting for reinforcements. He sidesteps the check of Landry. Back to the point to Burns. Hashi sidesteps. Hashi, Stewart, and Manderville. Hashi, Manderville. Nice save by White. Up the wall, here's Sisk, keeps it in. Sisk goes cross ice, bouncing puck. That's Reardon on the far side now for the Kings. He heads up ice, throws it cross ice for Wilson. Wilson, he loses a handle there. Sisk chips it into the neutral zone where it's gathered in by Brady Burns. Burns up the far side. It's out in the slot. That's Dow's shot. Blocked to hit his own teammate, Cameron. Cameron, cross ice, tried to find, I believe that was somebody on the back door. Stick there, bounces up over the goal. Josh Stewart will bank it up the wall, but doesn't make its way out. In the boards, off the wall. Manderville still can't get it out. Kings hold that in. Puck's up in the air. Bouncing puck now. Sisk will finally gather it in for the Moose, and Manderville will chip it ahead for Hashi. Hashi will shoot. Big kick save there by goalie White. Moose going to try and get their change finish. Carroll in for checking. 5:23 to play in the third period. Moose with a 3-2 lead. Lions tried to center that one on the backhand. He's being hounded there by Hudson Sisk. Sisk Lyons still has it though. Lyons now in the slot, misses everybody and goes all the way down into Kings territory where White will set it up. McKinnon back to gather it in. McKinnon looks up ice. He's got to spin back and reverse it to Dunlap. Dunlap. Headman's at for Erskine. Lyons cross ice. Not sure, shot a chance to shoot that one. I agree with the fans on that one. He should have shot the puck, but he tried to find a cross ice pass instead. Here's Dunlap now. Dunlap, top of the circle. Has it on. Good job by Alexis Stewart to keep him outside. Ethan Carroll now. 4:24 to go. High bouncing puck. Here comes Driscoll. Driscoll will be first to it. Driscoll shot from a sharp angle off the side of the net. Travis can't hold it in. Landry will fire it into Kings territory. LeClair's got to get onside. He'll head off on a change. Dunlap still has it on his stick. Moose going to try and keep him outside. Here's Dunlap circling. Dunlap still has it on his stick. Blanchard sidesteps Travis. That shot sticked away by McCormick. Travis ends up in the neutral zone, and away comes Godfrey. Here's Mathis LeBlanc down the far side. LeBlanc tried to backhand through to Godfrey. Godfrey joining the rush here. Moose got to get somebody back. Going to be an odd man rush here. That's Smith. Smith, good stick by Sisk as Blanchard was busting in from that far side. Bellamy sidesteps. Here comes Godfrey. Headman's for Jesse Travis. Jesse's got some time. He drops it for LeBlanc. LeBlanc fanned on it as he tried to get a shot off and fanned on it there right at the top of the circle. Here's Travis. Jesse Travis. Cross ice. McCormick. Oh, beauty save there by Ben White as McCormick walked into the top of the crease and tried to go backhand. LeBlanc. One time. Shot. Save. I don't know if it made its way through. Backhand. All kinds of good pressure here by the Moose. As Moose with multiple good scoring chances. I thought McCormick had gone forehand, backhand. I don't know how White came across and got a piece of that one. What a beautiful save. 2:49 left to play in the third period. Moose with that 3-2 edge. Hashi, Josh Stewart, and Manderville up front. Landry and Trask on the blue line. Face off. It is controlled there by the Kings. Up ice comes Burns. He's chased down there by Manderville. Manderville rubs him out of the play. Back to get it is Landry. One timed off the side of the net. Here's Burns. Burns. He throws it down in the corner for Cameron. Cameron. He was watched there by Josh Stewart. Trask now has it on his stick. Trask. Sent around the corner. Stewart has Burns pitching it in on top of him. Ends up on the stick of Dow. Doesn't make its way through as Manderville blocked it. It ends up in the neutral zone where Burns has to retreat. Dow, cross ice for Wilson. Wilson. That's going to be offside. He's going to have to circle back into the neutral zone. Far side now, that's Dunlap. Dunlap has it on his stick. Dunlap still has it, circling. Throws it into the corner. Cameron throws it out high. Here's Dunlap. Dunlap shot, makes its way through, knocked down in the slot area, and it's sent out into the neutral zone. Moose going to make changes. Minute and 36 left. And that's going to go for an icing as Dunlap's pass ended up well wide of all of his teammates. So we've got a minute and 31 left to play. Moose holding on to a 3-2 edge. White tending to some equipment issues. Going to be a timeout charge here to, I believe, the Kings. So this is a big face-off coming up here to the glove side of goalie White. Moose and the Kings in a spirited battle here in the third period. Both teams with multiple good scoring chances. I'm sure the Kings will be looking to get goalie White out of that net for the extra attacker as soon as they can. hopefully the Moose can control this face-off and eat some more valuable seconds off of that clock. Goalie Cooper Burns has been outstanding here in goal as he's turned away the Kings on multiple great scoring opportunities. So hopefully here for the last minute and 31, the Moose can take care of their defensive responsibilities and get themselves another road victory here. Face-off controlled by the Kings, and Dunlap will circle in behind his own net, look up ice. Long stretch pass out of the reach of, that is the favorite play right there of the Kings, as Dunlap likes to circle behind the net and look for that long stretch. So our defensemen have to be aware of that. At this point in the game, we are looking defense first. LeClaire now, let's see if he can win this draw against Erskine. Controlled by the Kings once again. Up that far side, thrown in to Moose territory. Back to get it is Sis. Sis on the backhand. Still has it on his backhand. Controlled along the wall. There's Driscoll. Driscoll, he's stripped of the puck. And it ends up in the neutral zone. Driscoll just flips it down into Kings territory. It's up the wall. No icing. No icing there. 55 seconds left. Godfrey up the wall. Held in by Dunlap. Dunlap walks his way in. Deflected. Scores. Puck was deflected in the slot area and redirected past Burns as he was leaning towards his right side. And we are deadlocked at 3 as the Kings find their way to the scoreboard here with the extra tackler, with goalie White on the bench. Discussion at the bench. Coaching staff of the Moose, not sure what they were asking about there. Seemed to be fine with the answer they got. So with 48.3 seconds left to play, Moose and the Kings are deadlocked at 3. Pashy, Vanderbilt, and Stewart come out up front. Trask and Sisk on the blue line. Chipped into the neutral zone. Dunlap logged all kinds of ice here this afternoon. Lyons throws it into the slot. Here comes Trask. Trask looks up ice. Vanderbilt stripped of the puck. He'll get it ahead where Pashy was offside, but he managed to dance himself back onside. And the Moose. 23 seconds here. Vanderbilt back to get it. Vanderbilt puts it back to the point, but it's out of the reach of Trask. He's going to have to go all the way back into his own zone and gather this up here where Gavin Trask. 5 seconds, that's probably going to do it here unless we can get a late burst of speed by Sisk. Sisk will gain the blue line and not able to get a shot off. So we are going to get some overtime action as the teams will play 5 minutes of overtime. 3-on-3. Each team has secured a point. Now the only thing left to decide is who will get that extra point, if possible. There is no shootout, so if there's no scoring in the 5-minute overtime, we will go in the books as a tie. Out comes Hashy, Sisk, and I believe Jesse Travis will be the other forward here for the Moose. Kings will send out, I'm sure it's Dunlap. And Dunlap will take possession. Here comes Dunlap over the blue line. Dunlap. Sisk will keep him out wide. Dunlap circles. Dunlap looking, throws it in the corner. That's Lyons has it. Lyons walks past Hashy, blocker save. I think that got the shaft of the stick of goalie Burns. Hashy now with some speed. He's trying to get outside of. Shot off the skates there of White as he had to kick that one away. And that's intercepted by Sisk. Sisk to Hashi. Hashi, cross ice, out of the reach of Travis. He'll gather it in though. Travis sets it up for Hashi. Hashi looking, walks out to the top of the circle, back to Travis. Travis walks past Dunlap. Travis, big save by White as Travis danced past Dunlap, and Ben White turned him aside. Both goaltenders here this afternoon have been outstanding. 4:06 left to play in the overtime period. Out comes Josh Stewart, Loic Leclerc, and Loic Landry. One back to Landry. Landry, he goes over to Stewart. Stewart, sharp angle, shot turned away by White. Back to Landry. Landry, over to Stewart. Stewart, over to Landry. Landry, back to Stewart. Stewart, he works his way in. Deflected. Kicked away by White. Picked up by Leclerc. Leclerc has the rebound. Leclerc now circles behind the net. Tried to throw it out in the slot, but he's knocked to the ice. And now the Kings head up ice. It's thrown back and picked up by Landry. Landry will circle back in his own zone. He goes cross ice where Leclerc ends up blowing an edge. Good play there by Leclerc. Wilson back to the point. And the Kings will circle back. That's Reardon. Reardon back in his own zone. Kings looking to maybe get some changes made here. Out comes Erskine again. 3 minutes left to play in the overtime period. Intercepted there. Stewart. Shot. Sharp angle kicked away there by White. Leclerc's trying to head off here as he's tired. We've got to get some fresh legs out there on a long shift. Here's Reardon now. Reardon works his way to the outside. Turned away by Burns. Stewart looks up ice. He's got Manderville. Manderville puts on the brakes. Waiting. That's chipped ahead. That came cross ice, and Manderville got a piece of that. Dunlap will throw it out into the slot area. Stewart trying to get off. And away he goes, and out comes Hashi. Lyons now. Lyons being pressured by Hashi. He spins away. Lyons has it on a stick. Turned away. They're stripped off his stick by Sisk, and away comes Hashi. Sharp angle shot turned away by White. Moose have had some shots here in the overtime, but they've come from sharp angles. And White doing a real good job to take away any of that open net. So we've got Manderville, Hashi, and Sisk. 1:47 to play in the overtime period. Great hockey game here at the LBR in St. John. Dunlap, he's got Lyons in behind the defense. Lyons scores. So the Moose get caught puck watching there as Lyons broke away from the pack, and Dunlap found him all alone at the blue line, where Lyons went in all alone and fired it past goalie Burns. Certainly no fault of Burns on any of the goals here today, as he was outstanding in the net for the Moose. So that goal coming with 1:39 left in the overtime period. That extra point will probably put the Kings ahead of the Moose for the time being in the standings, as those two teams were tied in points coming into today's matchup. So with 2 games left on the schedule for the Moose, right now they find themselves in 6th place. So from the LBR in St. John, we will sign off, and next weekend join you from the Casey Irving Center in Bathurst where the Moose will finish up their regular season with a pair of games against the KV King, or correction, the Dieppe Flyers next weekend. And then the first weekend in April, teams will do battle at the Provincial Championship in Moncton. So, from the LBR in St. John, signing off. Thank you for tuning in to U15 Major Moose Hockey Action.